The views expressed by our guests in the following video are solely the opinions of our guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of the Ollah 7 podcast show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys, my name is DJ Ollah 7 Owen. We're coming on to the Chief Air Marshal on your number one podcast in the land, the Ollah 7 podcast. And this is a special edition. Today, I'm joined by Mahwita, a woman whose story is one of heartbreak, resilience, and incredible strength. After 19 years of marriage, she endured a devastating betrayal when her husband cheated with her sister. As a mother to 3 children, including a son recovering from cancer and a non-verbal autistic child, Memory has faced unimaginable challenges. She also battles anxiety and depression daily. Today, she shares her powerful journey of survival, healing, and hope. Hi, Memory. How are you?
Hi, Ollah. How are you?
I'm good, my sister. How have you been? All the way from UK. How is UK?
UK is good. Yeah, it's busy, obviously. Like you said, I'm now single, so my focus is on the kids, really. So yeah, that's my life.
So how's life like in the UK?
Life
Generally,
life in the UK can be very lonely if you don't have family, and also having family don't mean you're not going to be lonely, because you might not even talk to your family.
Yeah.
Because these are the issues that happen that people never talk about. Most of the people in UK that have family there don't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And some of them that are blessed, they have their family close by and they're together all the time. But it's tough for those that have no one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have family in the UK?
I have family in the UK, but I don't talk to them.
You don't talk to your family?
No.
Why?
It was my auntie, my mom's sister. When I went to UK, she's the one that invited me there. She's married to my tete,
Yes.
So muzukuru na mainino akaroran. Yeah.
Opa wane ukama. Iya mana makarura.
Saka mwana wangu akarorwa na mainino wangu.
Okay.
Yeah. But there was a lot of abuse there, and then I ran away.
You were being abused.
Yeah. And then when
How?
I went there to look after my little sister, their child. And I was supposed to go to uni when I get there. And then I got there, I was looking after the child. And I remember I used to wet the bed around 16, 17. I would even come down the stairs, they're talking on the phone, talking about me. I got raped by a guy that my auntie connected me with. And I also, when I worked, like let's say they're off, then they're on into a night shift.
Yeah.
I didn't have papers. My pay would go in her account. Sometimes she would not give me the money.
Yeah.
And when I came over to the UK, my mom was not working. My mom was selling my freezers. My mom was not working.
Okay.
My brother was in uni. My sister and my brother needed school. So she would say, no, there's no point you sending money. You're still not doing anything. And for you to get that money from her, it was really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was more of verbal abuse and emotional abuse, a lot of intimidation. And then when I ran away, she took the passport. When I ran away, the passport was at the Home Office. And then as the time went on, I called the Home Office. They said that she received the passport with my visa, but she ripped it. Obviously, she didn't give it to me. She pinned it. So I went 11 years without papers, illegal.
11 years. Why did she do that?
She was angry that I ran away.
Oh.
She's the one that brought me over. So she was like, I brought you from rags to riches. I'm not.
You mentioned about rape. Did you report the rape case?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because what happened was, she said, you can take this guy, he's got money and everything. And then when I went to his house, that's when I got raped. By the time I came back, she had already connected him with the best friend. So I just felt like, even if I say something, they're going to say, why did you even sleep with him? Then why were you going to their house? Because I had run away anyway.
How old were you then?
I was 17.
Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Your story is, heartbreaking. Let's get into it. You and your husband were together for 21 years and married for 19 years, but betrayed you with your sister. This sister of yours, muri wana baba na mai vamwe chete kana kuti kwaba mnini? Your blood sisters. It reminds me of this movie called Blood Sisters, which features Genevieve Nudge. I remember the movie Blood Sisters. We grew up, watching that movie. Do you know the movie? Do you know the movie? No, yeah, they were fighting for her husband. Blood Sisters. Yeah.
Well, we didn't fought, so this was betrayal.
Yeah, one of the sisters, she betrayed the other. Wow. That's exactly your story. Tell me, how did you meet your husband?
We met in church, AFM. I was going to church. He is actually the one that paid back the money for my aunt, because when I ran away, she said she wants her money back for tickets. So he's the one that paid for that. Mm-hmm. And then we were best friends, and then we got married. Mm-hmm. We had our first child. That's 21 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And in your marriage for the past 19 or 21 years, what were the most challenges? Were there any challenges that you guys were facing before this whole incident? Yeah. And what are those challenges?
There was challenges, but it was never infidelity. It was gambling. He had a gambling addiction, and I can say that for him to have a gambling addiction, it was him trying to bring more. He wanted to get us somewhere. But then he ended up having an addiction of gambling. Mm-hmm. And we would lose houses, would move, would lose property. He would not pay rent and everything. But Ollah, we never had issues of infidelity.
Yeah.
We never ever had to be like,
exactly.
Never. Mm-hmm. Not even once.
You said you actually lost some houses?
Yeah.
How many?
Houses.
Yeah.
Like when you move in and you are renting, you've bought property and you will not pay rent for 6 months.
Yes.
And then landlord
yes.
The last time he took things, he took my wedding cake, he took and then that's when I then went to the Home Office to report. That's when we got our papers. But it was after we had nowhere to live and we slept in the car.
In the car? For how long?
A day, a night.
Oh.
And then we agreed, okay, Memo, I think I got him more. What do we end up Home Office? And then he got to start actually a person for the
then my papers in Bagazuita, Magazana, Pelgarpana.
I got to join after about 3 months, but that's a pure my paper under him because he back up in the Bagaitania.
Exactly. Fight my papers. Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's something else. So let's talk about the infidelity issue. Your sister betrayed you. Your husband cheated ni sister yako. Zakafamba say, how did you find out?
The way I found out, he confessed.
Your husband confessed? What did he say?
He just said, because what happened was, I had a best friend and I had a cousin and my sister. So these are the only 3 people I spoke to. Mm-hmm. So as time went on, my best friend came to me and said, my husband, I think my husband is cheating. Can you ask your husband? The guy said, I started better my issues, cheat and but the guy don't want
yeah.
Little did I know could have that I was going to husband young cheat. And do this with Aramba. Then that's when got a phone man popota. Still I don't know. Then we agreed with the marriage appearance. If you are covering for one who cheater, you will be a cheat. Then I went to my cousins. The end of my cousin hooked me up with the guy. I started speaking to the guy. So, Ollah, but as time,
yes.
And then vaenda kugupuro manje kumba akwenda kanenyaya kuti mema akachita akukangana avaenda kumusha kumba manje baba wakati uya nenyaya yenyu ine maproof and everything saka sister yangu was in the forefront achipopota nekazini
aipopotera ani
achipopotera hama dzekumurume wangu kuti mukuabhisa sister yangu aite zvekuhura iye aisatomboziva kuti two, my cousin and my best friend are working together. Aitofungwa kuti ari kutorwirwawo sister yake anambo pamwe anga akanganwa yakamboita I don't know. Saka vhavha popota saka uyu akabva audzwa manje nemasisters ake kuti munina wako anga achitopopa, munina wake ndiye anga ari pamberi nekazini yake. Avha auya kumba zvikanzi ndanzwa kuti munina wako ndiye anga atori pamberi nekazini yako. Vanditi vasenda manudzi ake pafoni pangu.
Emunina wangu to say angari pamberi ndakatombodana naye
haana kutaura anything angosenda angotasa foni yako ndobva ndatarisa ndikati my god paiko ipapo ndiani kweyo kozi anga akachekwa musoro but paanga ari papane gumbezi rakasviba so ndikati yo mawawo zvabuda pafacebook nditofunga zvinhu zvangobuda pafacebook zvikanyatsotarisa ndikati ndiani zvikanzi usikuona kuti maari ndimuyi ndikati handiziye gumbezi racho rikuita kunge gumbezi rekumba kwedu zvikanzi munina wako ndikati wamuonawo zvikanzi izvona akandipa ndikati aiwa unopenga ndakafona kumba agoramba ndikati abo ndikati ndichindipa manudzi aya ndaandinawo ndine manudzi saka ndimpa nhamba yemurume wako ndongomatumira kumurume wako. Murume wako akadzoka akati that's not my wife ndokuripa
sister yenyu manje atoriwo married
anga ari married zvikanzi izvona mama murume wako atanga murume wako anoda kuparadzanisa munina wanga aona kuti nyaya yaipa zvikanzi yes ndakazviita I'm so sorry. Ndaikumbira mari yestarter ndobva abankuru vanditi senda manudzi saka ndaingoti senda manudzi but uyu anga atotaura kuti takadanana tikarara tese tisenda manudzi 2 years zvichitika 2 whole years
2 years vachidanana vachirara vese
akarara handizo vakarara sevingurini because obviously uyu ari uku but akati akauya kuna meya mama vake ndopa vakarara vese.
Okay, ndandakatirira muchinyatsotanangura nyaya yenyu. You mentioned about kuti murume wenyu akanga akurambai makanonzi kweniswe gupu anga akurambai nereason yekuti makaita chihure. Imi manga mahurawo here?
Ndandisina.
Nyaya iyo yanga yabva kupi?
Yanga yabva kune cousin. Memo paakauya kuno ndakamuconnecta nemukomana ari kunoku vari kutodanana achitumirwa saka cousin yangu yaivhura maghost account evha neniwo ndandiripo uyu achitiwo neniwo ndandiripo but it was one person but then he realized that when it was too late when he was now kugupura aona kuti cousin yangu iri kuramba nyaya abva aona ndakatamba ndopa akazotaura kuti munhu anga achindudza nyaya dzese dzemunhu wakasangana naye cousin yako.
So what's your relationship like with your cousin now?
I don't talk to her anymore.
Because of that issue or other issues?
Because of that issue and after that. So what happened after everything? Because when I was talking to because ndaiti ndaudzwa yesister yangu ndofonera cousin ndichichema. Andiri pafoni na cousin over that iye wacho futi asi clean. Ndiye akandudza this no ndafonera best friend yangu iye wacho ari kudaro murume wake ndakamutipa iye tinotodana ndinomupa 80 pounds a week mubvunza kuti why ndichimupa 80 pounds a week ndakumubvunza ko murume wangu ari kupa 80 akanditi ndinonoruka akanditi massage ndikati for what mwe yacho ndo mari yandikakukweretesa kasi kukweretesa mari yangu no ndiye murume wangu no but it's my money it's my money so with my best friend ndakabva ndangokata ndabloka ipapa ndauzomboita anything. With my cousin, she has not stopped. This is the issue. She has not stopped. Even the men that I've met, she will go behind my back to them as well. You will see her hanging around, hooking her friends with them, with the guys. And the men who are stupid to that extent. Any guy wandosangana na ndinomuudza this story so that he understands why I'm so a bit touchy about connecting with my friends and having kukungoita zvinhu zvakadaro. But still, she has not stopped. Because munhu wemastreet, munhu wemashampopo anofamba nemabhola and ndo anodiwa kakuti you understand clout. Saka she will not stop. Kuti afunge kuti ndakamboregerwa pekutanga chimira ndigadzise ate ndakatozona kuti ndinofa panapa I will end up killing myself. So I stopped talking to her.
Okay, can you describe the kind of pain you felt? Was it more anger, sadness, humiliation when this all happened?
I felt betrayed. I felt really betrayed because I would never do that to anyone, especially that betrayed was my sister. I really felt betrayed because everyone knows I love my sister Ollah to the point that, I don't know how to explain it. So I was like, so now what do I do? Because you think, I'm not talking to my auntie, I'm not, you blame my name, because maybe it's me. Why is it so easy for people to do that to me? You understand?
Yeah.
You start thinking, do I do anything to people for them to feel good? Okay. No, I am down. But you keep going on. You understand? I don't understand it. The most I can't even the whole. I'm just so shit out. I'm just moving because this is where we are. So I have no choice to just exist. But otherwise, there was no one around. Honestly, because there's no point.
Can you have a tissue, my brother?
There's no point to live. Life is so much pain. I don't.
Kazhinji panoitika ma-issues akafanana, it's so sad that you are going through all this, but panoitika ma-issues akafanana ekuchitwa nechi sometimes you start blaming yourself. Somehow unongochiti pamwe dai ndakadai or ndisina kudai hazvaimbodai. Did you ever blame yourself, at any point?
Yeah, I was too on, because what happened, my husband used to spoil me a lot. And I would post on Facebook, my husband did this, maybe I was too, maybe I don't know. Maybe
Tissue?
I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
My dad a papi.
Kudaidzira zvokuti ndikatengerwa kana mota. Apana birthday raifura ndisina kutora something.
My post about that.
Yeah, apana vale, Ollah whatever I want.
I will try.
Apana chandaishaya, you understand? And he understood depression. He's the only guy that actually guy stood, Kudamuna depression is really difficult.
Yeah.
But he stood 19 years with someone like me. So probably people didn't like that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So my manager said relationship in all along.
We were fine. He understood good later down sometimes. And he was struggling. I think him gambling was a trauma response as well, because it was a bit much for him. And being because kushanda less as well. So it was difficult for him kuti achishanda achita zvese saka angazopedzera wakugambla kuti anditese kuti zvikave. But I'm telling you, even by when I told you I was told go buy this, go buy this, go cheer. And everyone knew kuti Kowas loved me more, kuti Memo got everything from Kowas. So
yeah. So which betrayal hurt more? Being betrayed by your husband or your sister?
My sister. My sister, that one beat hard. Yeah, that one really did, because she knew that I have no one. There's no one that knows that I don't have anyone except my sister. She knows that I don't have anyone. But yeah, probably she didn't have a choice. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes panoitika nyaya dzakadai idzi kazhinji kacho aumbozosarudza kuti mawakusiyana, nyaya inotanga yamboenda kwana tete nezvimwe zvakadaro nedzimwe hama sekuru. So nyaya yenyu iyi makaifambisa sei? I want to understand ukama kwakazoti chiini nyaya iyi between.
So nyaya iyi payakabuda manje haana kuudza family yake. They never believed me. Up to today they don't believe me.
Kuti makachitwa? Why?
They don't believe me.
Makambovaudza remi?
And ndakavaudza.
Vakati chii?
They don't believe me. Everyone don't
vari kuti muri kunyeba?
Yeah. I'm making it up. Everything.
Are you not making it up? Are you not making it up?
I have proof.
What proof do you have?
You can ask my sister. I have my nudes actually. I have my text message in Jibunza best friend. I have my cousin. Everyone ukabvunza vanhu are close to me.
Did you show that to to his relatives?
Yeah, I did. Wangoti zvakaoma, but sister yako ndo yakatadza. Tete vake vari muno muZimbabwe ndo zvavakataura. I get on very well natete veku-South Africa. Veku-USA. Ndo vega vanhu to understand the whole thing.
So let us take it back a little. You went to the UK in 2000, right? When you were 17. Did you meet your husband there or makawana na kuno kumusha?
No, ku UK.
Ku UK kuko. Okay, how would you describe marriage prior to him having an extra marital affair with your sister? Would you say you had a happy marriage? I understand what my birthday maitirwa. But sometimes unaona tumwe tuma red flags. Kuti
Controlling, he was very controlling. Angari very controlling, aichengera. So I couldn't have friends like as in boyfriends. It was always ladies. He would check my Facebook and everything. And yeah, we were always together. Because muna aichengera singaite, muna angari controlling, very manipulative. But because I don't have anyone. So there was Isaiah even Paka confessor why I ended up forgiving my sister. It's the way he confessed. It wasn't to confess could I feel bad. It was to confess to destroy. Akatoti ndakagara ndichikudza kuti inini am allowed kuku abuser, not anyone else. Vamwe esa vabvumidzwa kuabuse. Saka ndiduti ufambe life uchifunga kuti vanhu vanokuda kufa inini ndinotokuda kufura iwo. And I can't be with you kana uchikwanisa kundi. Do you know there's the disrespect? Even I up to now I've now accepted kuti there is no man out there that will be dating me on my own. I'm not going to look for it. But kuzona ndoti kudana newo Ollah ndakwenda ku brother yako and dina respect for you at all, be it tirima F buddies, be it tirikungoita say, there should be amount of a respect there kuziya kuti okay Ollah kanduza trauma yake so I should not cross this line. But people nowadays, they don't have that. They don't give an F. They just bulldoze you, and if you are not careful and look after yourself, they don't care. They will keep going because ukada ku realize inine pain yangu if I don't heal, someone ane pain yake if they don't heal. Fungauti what will happen? They blood. Apana chinobuda chakanaka.
So can you describe the kind of pain you felt when you knew what was, what these two had been doing behind your back? Was it more anger, sadness, or humiliation?
Humiliation and betrayal. Said there was no sad. I wasn't sad. I was humiliated. And I felt betrayed. And that betrayed feeling doyega sarana. I just constantly feel betrayed. I'm constantly looking behind my shoulders. I have only one best friend as it is now. I don't want any more friends. I'm like, no. I don't know where it's going to end.
Did you confront your sister?
Yeah.
What did she say?
I didn't tell anyone. And then I surprised. That was the first surprise I did. Akadona pafloor pamwe kunyara ndobva azosumuka tikazomubvunza angoti sorry ndakatadza. And the conversation didn't last more than 5 minutes. It was just 5 minutes, sorry ndakatadza, but zvavakutaura vakuwedzera pedza zvake vanyara.
What did you say? How did you?
I felt like I could not express myself. I just said, okay. I've not even expressed myself up to today. I've done it on my podcast. That's the most I've expressed myself or even cried. I cried. I can't do that with her because she Mahwita defensive long nini nduda cause my issues nduda kumudzikisira kana I can't talk about it.
So makamuregere.
I've forgiven her, but I haven't forgotten. And the forgiveness is because I have no choice. Because my mom's sister, Wargu UK, and some of her sisters, they don't talk. So it's this generational thing. So because of the generational curse, I will not stop talking to my sister. I'm going to keep talking to her just so I can make that.
Did you forgive your husband?
No.
Do you guys talk now?
No. He hates me. He hates me.
So how about co-parenting?
He doesn't do nothing. He's married now.
He's married?
The most he does is send Maria food, a grocer. Since I came to the UK these past 2 weeks, he likes it when I'm down. When I get up, he hates it. So this time I went to come to Zim, but now I know pure food these 2 weeks. Dinda kumbira mamain. I know pure Maria's school bus kumbira mamain. It's always, she has to be struggling constantly. Even, I'll give you another good example. December. Ollah, as I sit here, Ollah, I don't eat. I eat after I take my meds. That's when in my sleep. Not good. I don't bojike. So December, I felt really, really depressed. Even on Facebook, I've deactivated it. So I can section myself. So that mama waka sectioner refused.
He refused to do that?
He refused. Up to now, I really think I need to go to be sectioned because there's time that I really feel exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, like my daughter, you have to watch her constantly. I just need a break. I just need to feel. Sometimes to not think, oh my God, what's happening, man? But he doesn't care. And for you to do that to me and not to think, okay. I can't move on the way I have moved on. It can't do that. And for some reason, I'm the enemy. I don't know what I've done. But he hates me, he's blocked me, and I can't even talk about me to him. One of our tones when I don't talk about your mom to me.
So what has been the hardest part of rebuilding your life alone?
Parenting on my own. No one wants a woman with this much package. No one wants that. Yeah. So I just sit at home because there is no point. Because at the end of the day, and I go to Savannah. Which guy is gonna book hotels every time he wants to see you? He's gonna want to come home.
Exactly.
So I just stopped. I've stopped dating now.
You've stopped dating?
There's no point.
You don't have a boyfriend?
No.
Any man in life? Nothing?
No.
So what do you do when you feel like, okay, I need a man?
I have a guy that I dated before that pays for my watch and my phone. He does it at the goodness of his heart because he understands. But his life is not my kind of type of life. But maybe that's the one. But probably once in 6 months I see him. Because I just feel like I can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're broken?
I am broken.
Do you think you ever be able to trust again in love or family?
I can trust, but it will have to have conditions. Yeah.
What conditions?
Conditions that if I ever get into a relationship again, it has to be my relationship with him. He can't have a relationship with anyone around me whatsoever. Not even for a surprise party, not even to say, Ndafa. Let me die.
Because of what you went through?
Yeah.
That's what's influencing this decision?
Yes. Once he contacts any one of these 3 people, it's done.
Yo. Yeah. Pakaiba. So before you broke up with your man, Munevana 3, I'm not okay, let me just ndigarire vana.
No, I can't forgive that. I can't forgive that. And Vambo Buddha Kambo try kutsoka kandokutengera Range Rover and everything. But he wasn't patient. He said, Karandadzoka, wakutofana kumira kutaura nevanhu vangu wakutaura nawo pandabuda, ndakufana kutata kufana kupana mapassword akuchekerana mafoni. You are the one who cheated. Saka wakutouya nemutemo indikuda kukuregerera. It wasn't gonna work.
So chamamsingadimi kubatwa phone.
It's the behavior, the attitude, the entitlement that because I'm a man, you think and that okay dzoka mumba over watondudzira kuti now but ndikauya wakutanga kustopa munhu because how do you know ndikutana nemunhu because ukasashanda for you now you've made me hate everyone. You've destroyed me. You want to destroy my friends as well.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. So Tripanyadzivana, do you sometimes tell them why you broke up with their dad?
They know.
They know. That's the whole issue.
They know.
And how do they react to that each time? Maybe you have a discussion with this.
I have a discussion with it with my daughter. My daughter knows. So before this happened, I used to journal. So I promised my daughter that I'll give her my journal when she turns 18. So when I gave her the journal, she now knows everything that happened before.
Yeah.
But when all this happened, my daughter saw everything, and my son, they saw everything. My daughter is very angry. The relationship with her dad is very, very, very bad.
Is it not, or does it not affect their mental health as well?
It does. It does, definitely does. My daughter was a daddy's girl. Since they got married, there is no relationship. The kids of the wife that he got married with now call him dad. But with her, there is no, there is a relationship, but it's money. She feels she has to keep the relationship because mama can't pay for everything. So I have to keep this relationship because we need him for money.
Yeah.
We need him when we get stuck, mama. I will need his money.
Yeah. I understand your son is recovering from cancer.
Yeah.
That must have been, tough. A tough journey for you.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the journey, and the road to recovery.
Yeah. So as soon as my husband moved out, my daughter got diagnosed with autism. She was talking when the dad moved out. Then she stopped talking altogether. So she's nonverbal. And then after about 2 months, my son was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma. So it's the cancer behind the eye nerve. So where it is, the tumor, they cannot remove it.
Okay.
It's there. They maintain it to check on it if it's not growing. So it can only be treated once. So it's been treated once. If it comes back again, it's not going to be treated. They'll just make him comfortable. So he's finished radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Now he started injections because he's not growing. So he takes an injection every night.
Okay.
He's losing his memory. He is always in pain. Yeah. Ollah, I saw my son nearly dying. That is the worst thing. Imagine I'm trying to deal with this betrayal and I'm being told, leave that for a minute and deal with your son dying. He has begged doctors to stop giving him chemotherapy. I just beg, mama, tell them I want out. It's okay, I want out. He went I'll show you videos later. He went so small. I nearly lost him. Like, I don't even know how he's doing it now. I don't even know how I'm here. But he is still fighting. He is always in pain, but he's trying his best. His attendance at school is very low, but I've got social workers helping me and everything. Yeah. Yeah,
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
How did your son's diagnosis, affect you as an individual? Ndabi mashoko yambiro even awangade kuposa kare kune mabereki ari kutongonzwa nyeyo but ani ine mwana anenge abatwa kana cancer.
Yeah. Mwana cancer, I would say record every milestone, everything. I was recording everything because when that happens, you have no time to feel. You have no time to cry. You have no space to feel anything because otherwise it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the child. So for you, because there's a time that you're going to get to the point where you have to feel. So when you don't have anything, that's when you stay in that constant position because you don't remember anything, or you're just like, oh, mwanangu akapota afa. So take every record it so that when it's done, you can see where you've come from. So that's the only thing that's keeping me going. Maybe Takutoshik, I don't know. Maybe Takutoshik, I don't know. If he can be able to get up and go to school every day, I should be able to be there at least. Yeah.
So he's going to school now?
Yeah.
Oh, at least. So you also have a young girl who is 7 years old and autistic. How did you find out about her diagnosis?
She just talked. She used to talk. She just stopped talking when her dad moved out. And then we just thought maybe she's setting in. And then when we went homeless, tamu hostel ndopatakazoona kuti mwana haasi, and her development was very slow. Asataure asatombo no eye contact, asingazive kana zita rake, call him Sarah, asingatombonzwe. Ndopandakazoenda speech and language, then we realized it's autism. So she's non-verbal, she doesn't know who I am.
She doesn't even know. Yeah.
Iwewe ndikauya naye panapa ukangoti Sarah, let's go, anongokutora roko muenda. She doesn't know who her dad is. And even now he's not coming, she doesn't remember who he is. He thinks she does. She doesn't, because if she doesn't remember me, he's in denial. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But she's very close to her elder sister. They communicate weirdly. I don't know, maybe it's because they're so close. Because my daughter didn't do her GCSEs, because that's when I was finishing my uni when the dad went. So they were close together. So that's when they bonded. Yeah. Then, so now you have to watch her. She's a 1-to-1 child. Yeah. She can sit here, she can chew that and swallow it. She can swallow batteries. She can eat poo. Last week she had braids done and wakaisa beads. Beads.
Where is she now?
She's at home with my sister.
Here in Zimbabwe?
Yes. Yeah.
Hey.
I wanted to go, but the father refused, said the new wife is not happy about it. Because I'm now an ex, I should not even go there. But yesterday, ndakangomuka, ndaenda kumba kwao ku Glenmore. Ndakangoti mama variko kwamuna material, and that's all.
Yeah, you're going through hard time.
You know when people say, Mari, I don't care anymore. I went to uni 3 years, I'm not even working for the last 3 years, I don't even know
what do you do? What are you doing in life?
I'll be at home, because this one, the 1-to-1, she does to go to school 9 to 2. Who's gonna
So where do you get the money to then?
Government.
You get the money from government? How much do they pay you?
Pays my rent,
And
they give us money for food. Because schools are free. Yeah.
How much?
My rent is 1.8. They pay 1.8. For food, like my son gets paid for his dental as well. And my daughter gets paid for her autism. So it will be like £100 a week for both of them, so 100. My eldest now doesn't get, because she's now 20. So it's like.
So is the money enough for you?
It has to be enough.
Yeah.
It has to be enough. I had to stop thinking about mama and baba. Now I can't look after my parents. Unfortunately, I have to think about what's in front of me.
Do your parents understand?
I don't think so. But
do they understand your situation?
I don't think so.
No.
Did
you explain to them fully?
Yeah, they know. My mom came when my son was unwell. Yeah.
In the UK?
Yeah. And we were in our hostel together. She knows. But our parents, they'll never. They will always ask for money. Even Lucina, they will ask. Yesterday, I went to my dad asking for sugar cane. He was asking for $10.
Yes.
So you just have to laugh it off but it's difficult. It's really hard sometimes. When are you going? Like at the moment, I'll give you an example. Since I came from UK, I've not eaten, and everyone can see I'm not eating. But not even one family meeting to ask why is Memo not eating? Not even one. To ask you to say usingaji, say uchitora 8 medication kuturale. So it I say but I'm going home tomorrow. That's it. The only help I got is my sister took my daughter. She said, go to my brother's house. I'll look after her. She's been with her and she's been doing everything for her. And I've had a nice break that week.
So the sister that betrayed you is the one taking care of the child?
Yeah, we're very close too.
How does it make you feel now that she's taking care of?
I love her. I really, even if find a way, I would want her to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no one I trust more than her to look after her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and it doesn't mean that I'm not in pain. I am in pain.
Mm-hmm.
But it happened. She's my sister.
Yeah.
I cannot be like my mom's sisters. I cannot be like them.
Memory. 8 years ago, you were diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Chi chakaita kuti uzoenda for a psychiatric evaluation.
It was after I moved out from my auntie.
Yeah.
Being on my own, I think it was rejection, and I didn't even know I had depression
Mhm.
before I even left my auntie's. It was after therapy I was told you already had depression
Mhm.
when you left Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So it was childhood trauma to having to grow up quicker before I had to grow up. That's what triggered it. Yeah.
Mm.
And I used to self-harm. I had 3 suicidal attempts. Yeah.
Oh, 3 times. You wanted to take your life. Using what means?
Tablets.
Tablets, overdose? Why?
Just to rest. I've never rested Ollah since I went to UK. I'm tired. I've never rested. I'm always in survival mode. I'm tired. I'm honestly tired because I'm exhausted now. I'm tired.
Hmm.
I just want to be able to sleep and wake up and be like, you understand?
Yeah.
I just wake up because people are waking up.
Mm-hmm.
And then after me, there's Mokwane 18 to medication drug.
Hey. You know, isusu manje kana tichinzwa nyaya dze-anxiety and depression tinofunga kuti ma-conditions evarungu, like, I mean the society, our society. And can you explain to us the difference between ancestry and depression?
Ancestry.
Yeah.
What's ancestry?
Like, my beliefs say that no.
Okay.
Yeah, pachiwani chedu in depression, real depression.
Depression nanzi arikuvhurika kana kuti akaroiwa ane mweya yetsvina
Mhm.
around there. But it's not always that. Yes, it's the way you think as well. It's the way you think. Saka depressed, like in as is this depression, inokonzwa nokufunga kuti why did this happen? Why am I in this situation? Why is he not helping me with the kids? So that depresses.
Yeah.
You cannot say mweya yetsvina
Mhm.
inokonzwa depression.
Mhm.
Because the time of depression nekuti inongosumuka out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I'm depressed.
Mm-hmm.
But in as a mental health professional, depression is real.
Mhm.
It's real.
Yeah.
And you will not get it until you have it.
Yeah.
It's just like cancer. It's just like labor. You cannot explain labor to someone as a tambozna until apinam labor.
Mm.
It's there. And depression is something chinongochiterera voice rako nevoice redepression.
Mhm.
Voice redepression uzoti iwe wenda kwaola wainyokoshepa uchiende ipapo vanhu vachangotanga kutarisa ngoda uzvinzwa ukuda kutononererwa uchida kutaura uchinofumura vanhu iwewo kufunga kuti no, I'm making a difference. I want to inspire people. I want my podcast to go places. I want to talk about trauma. So constantly fighting those two is exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people say, I can't even get out of bed. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because you know kumuka futhi ndakutanga futhi kufighta
Yeah.
this guy ari kundiudza kuti chi waste time.
Yeah.
Wazvona.
I get.
Better kurara.
So how do you how do these conditions affect your day-to-day living and the way you interact with others?
It does affect everyone. It affects you. I'm always tired. I'm constantly tired because the medication makes you tired. And also, I'll give you an example for anxiety. Yeah, ukanditi, there was a day that my sister said, "Oh, ndikutora topiyo njaitora," anditi akangoiwacha painanika. Hilimba ndaisiya ndakaisha ndikati watora t-shirt yako. Anambo ndikati wakataura kuti uchaitora t-shirt yako.
Exactly.
So you took it. Now ndadoti kutire bag rese tiverenge zvese. Because asikuziya chera paakandipa t-shirt ndakutoda kuti bag rese risununguditswe.
Titange one.
Titange kuti one. Pacho vabuda vaina notenga line refoni yangu anaundudza avaenda ndikumufonera isikudairwa foni. Vanzoka after 2 hours. But line ndikati akutuma untenga line yangu. Wangobuda wangoenda kukuchindisiya ndeka. Ndataura hauna.
So wangatokangana.
Yesterday I came here. Ndatokangana. Was not Aisha got check your charts. Yes, she said Tuesday.
For the interview.
Yeah. My sister, so yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. You also have a degree in honors degree in mental health nursing. Did you study this because of your diagnosis?
Yeah, I saw the stigma,
Mm-hmm.
the way people made me feel.
Yeah.
And I want to stop that.
So did that help you? Did that degree help you in any way?
It does. It does help me. It gives me courage to talk about this now. It gives me courage to know that this is real, it's valid, and it's not kupenga like
Yeah. In the last 3 years, your medication has been tripled. You know, is this because of the divorce that happened 4 years ago, or is the condition just deteriorating?
It's the betrayal. Yeah, it's the betrayal. So the medication is to make me stop up to thinking about it, so I can sleep and stop thinking. Because now I don't have appetite.
Yeah.
Remember when I came, I was smaller than I am now. This is the medication, because if I spend the day with you, you'll be so annoyed with I'm buying you food because I dinner appetite yet. Ndinotozodyika medication. Yeah.
So normally, how many meals do you take?
1 meal. It's not even a meal. After medication, probably I like a lot of sweets. Yeah. Maybe my Crispies and or
only?
Or I'll buy Nando's. 10. Nando's, I just one kakota chicken ni mash.
Only?
I'm always full.
During the day, nothing? Water?
I drink a lot of drink.
Yeah.
Fizzy drink. Yeah. Voras here and there.
I've heard some people say medication, you don't need your anxiety and depression, you don't need something. I don't know how far true it is.
Yeah, you know net. Inofutisa saka izvinezvi handiri kuona kuti ndiri kungosimba ndikungowedzera saka ukasaendawo kunojima it will make it back ku-UK varungu kuti vaone kuti you're depressed, you put on weight. Saka vanotokubvunza kuti are you okay, you've put on a lot of weight, because it's a worry. Yeah.
One would ask, Memory, how are you managing? You have a son recovering from cancer, a daughter who's autistic, and another child who's looking up to you for love and hope, and yet you have your own mental health struggles.
And she has her own anxiety, the eldest.
Yeah,
abandonment issues. It's difficult. It's really difficult. That's why ndichingomirira kurara ndotora medication ndorara. That's the only way until Ethan are better, abuda apedza my injection, of which they're saying is for his rest of his life with them injection is fine. Kana Sarah, I'm praying to God could at least akwanise ku communicate kundudzo or something.
Yeah.
Then but I know kuti it's gonna be a long while.
Yeah.
I've just accepted this is my life. This is the new normal. It is what it is. I may never even find a man to be with, and that's fine.
Sad. I see you have started your own podcast, the Black Trauma Podcast. Iwewe pachako pazvinhu zvese zvawakasangana nazvo, what would you say has been the most traumatic?
The most traumatic was to move to UK on my own at the age of 17. That was wrong on all levels.
Why?
My mom and my dad should have not allowed that, because I faced a lot of abuse. From then, there's no parent that should allow their child to do that.
Yeah.
No. That is the worst. That is I should have not gone there.
And why do you call it Black Trauma Podcast?
Black Trauma Podcast is about trauma that affects us, the Black community, trauma that we put under the carpet, trauma that, like this betrayal. Vanhu vobo vakatochitwana naamai vavo pamwe murume wakagara naamai vake, but havabvumidzwe kuzvitaura. And I'm here to make sure that it's spoken about so that it can.
Zviri kuitika here kuti murume anotorana naambuya?
Oh yeah.
It's happening?
Oh yeah. Zvekutodaro.
Kuti ambuya anotorana nemukwasha?
Yes. Zvekutodaro.
Chii chanyazoitika?
Zvinoitika especially
Ku UK? Why?
I don't know.
So you mean ku UK ndozvitoitika kuti vana vamboyangarana kwazvo?
Not ku UK kwega, South Africa is even high grade. South Africa is even high number. South Africa, because I have people that DM me about this. It's even high grade. Mama, she said I name komana wangu ende naye wakusara wadara naye.
Anenge azotanga mwendiana because mukwashana kachitonyara.
Kuziva sei papa pandiana katanga umwe. Apana, no one will tell you that. People are kind even this one and that already abuse. No one is going to like this conversation.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I need to heal. So you need to get to a point where you think, when you did that, you took that responsibility. So now I'm taking that responsibility to speak about it because I just want to live.
So how can one benefit from listening to your experience on the podcast?
They will benefit to see that they're not the only one. If they're going through the same thing, they're not the only one. If they're being forced to keep quiet for the sake of the people that hurt them, just think about it. For the sake of the people, one said you all keep it as you know. Then you are not helping yourself. You're not being loyal to anyone. Not even the only person you should be loyal to is yourself. Life has taught me that no one cares. Nobody cares.
I see. Memo, what word of advice would you give to others who are watching right now and listening, who are also facing mental health challenges kunyanya vari diaspora?
If I give advice, I'll start with the ones who are seeing mental health issues. You may think auna, but unayo. Don't run away from your emotions. Don't be the one that's always covering up alcohol. Sit with your emotions and find out what's going on. Look for what's been happening before your father, your mother, and try and cut it off before it goes to your kids. To the ones that are suffering right now, there is a green light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to choose which one you want. For me, I had to choose the light of not dating and putting my kids first. I'll do that after. So you want to choose data and make your kids suffer, but the lights are all hanged there. Choose the one you want.
That's very powerful. You know what? I've heard a lot of people saying, I see you've got a lot of piercings, and people say women, they do that a lot when they are angry, sometimes when they are pissed off, sometimes when they are going through stuff. Could that be the case in your...
For me, the tattoos, I told you I used to self-harm. So now that's my coping mechanism. If
tattoos?
If I feel like I want to self-harm, I'll go ahead and have a tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why self-harming?
Just so I can feel pain. So maybe it makes sense. He left. He betrayed me with my closest because so now there's blood probably is healing now.
So you go for tattoos?
Tattoos.
So do you have tattoos all over your body or all over your body? Everywhere? You've been everywhere?
Everywhere. Yeah.
Even the private part? Because I see people doing that.
On my back, on my bum, yeah.
They're tattoos?
Yeah.
What about the cookie?
No, not yet.
But
not yet.
Not yet, but are you planning to?
I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I live every day as it comes.
And the, what do you call them?
Piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because of that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a trauma response. Yeah.
Yay,
you will see as I heal. I used to have one. As I heal, I take off one.
Yeah.
As I heal, I take one in offer. That's how you see
so
that I'm healing.
You used to have one here?
Yeah.
And you removed it?
Yeah.
Pakatovar?
Yeah.
Totally?
Total.
Yeah. So it's
so
just...
now I just go Kumasowe. Now, because I have a lot of memory loss. So Kumasowe, I went Kumasowe because I want to go somewhere where people see the supernatural. So I just go there and I sit. And those people just accept me as I am. They don't know me. They will tell me if there is munada kundibaya nekumashure ndiri ipapo. Ndova ipapo ndiri at peace nonorara. Kana ndafunga fundi I feel unsafe ndodzokera every Friday kumasowe ndogara.
So do you go with your piercings or your earrings? You take them off?
No, I take them off. Yeah.
Then you go?
Yeah. Even here, and I got one angor kutosvika Friday nchibvisa naangorukwa for this. Yeah.
Ovaswa chitobvisa?
Ndosvika nchitobvisa, yeah. But vakabvumawo matattoos angu it's fine.
Because is it something that can be removed?
You can't even but
it's permanent.
So it's permanent. Vekunoti madzimai pisai maibro ndikati habva akatattooed, they are tattooed.
Oh, it's tattooed?
Yeah. Zvikanzi are you sure? Apo ndaifanira kuvaka muchinjikwa nevamwe ndikati kai ndakusarira nekuti ndine matattoos. Ndopo vakati you are right. Zvikanzi okay chienda pfeka long sleeve. Kuti ishe saka ini ndakusarira matattoos ndopandakutadza kubatawo muchinji. Zvikanzi you are right chienda pamberi vandasenda.
Hey, it's something else. But anyways, Memo, because I know people when they see, they judge.
Yeah, they judge. I went into Chicken Inn with my daughter. There's this woman that came. She'll probably remember me. She said, I want to ask you something personal. God, go on. It's so painful. God, just say. She can say, I know what my tattoos. God, yes. She can so. It depends why you're having it. Imagine your mom dies.
Yeah.
Of voice quarter to your can's mama. You know what's there? She can say, Tombo is go what's exactly. All my tattoos have meaning.
So, what can you do to keep a rogo?
Apparently, glow through what you go through.
Glow?
Glow through what you go through.
Meaning?
Meaning, you see a crown and masora. So you're glowing through what you're going through.
Okay, there's a crown there. So maybe you can do this so that this guy can see. So show us the crown.
This is the crown. So masora. So
yes.
This is what I'm going through, but I'm glowing as a queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, she is proof that you can walk through fire. She is proof that you can walk through.
Should be hell.
Through hell.
And still
be an angel.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've walked through hell, but that has not stopped me being. I'm still.
What about this other side?
This one is my daughter Wendy, my firstborn, Sarah, lastborn, and this is Ethan. The cancer reborn. He likes WWE. So the gloves.
Oh, so there is cancer reborn?
Yeah, this cancer reborn. And then Katimagan's Tenda, that's his first name. And he likes WWE.
So that's the glove?
The gloves resemble, he's fighting cancer and also he likes WWE.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the meaning, right? Wow. And
Papa, I am more than my thoughts. So it's like a person holding like this. I am more than my thoughts.
Yeah.
So be butterflies coming out of my head. So even though there is something, I am more than those butterflies. I need to know that I am more than, oh, Memo, you're fat. Oh, Memo, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, Memo, I'm more than that.
what about the bum?
The balm,
It's written
the
what?
butterflies, it says free spirit. Because I'm still a free
By the
spirit.
balm.
Yeah.
Wow. Your parting shots. Your parting remarks.
My parting remarks is that, guys, let's be aware of how we are showing up in the world, how we are making the next person feel. Me coming on to Ollah podcast, I have to think about how I'm going to leave her there. I don't know what she's going through. How I respond to her is going to determine the rest of the day that she's going to have. So you choose how you want to make people feel every day.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, Memo, for coming. And
Thanks.
also, I hope you heal. Your story is one of those heartbreaking stories. And yeah, story of betrayal, what you're going through, your kids, it's something which is permanent, like the kids. You can't really change, their conditions overnight. It's something that you have to endure every day as So I'm like, okay.
Can I put a message for my ex-husband?
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. It's okay.
Go ahead. Because maybe this will make a difference.
Yeah.
I need help with the kids. I need a break as well. The same way you have moved on, I want to move on too. Remember when we used to struggle, we used to say, kana zvanaka zvichazogara takanaka ene zviri kukunakira wega but inini I'm struggling Ndokumbira undibatsirewo. I'm not talking about money. Ndokumbira undibatsirewo pavana. I need a break. Ndokumbira. Thank you.
You want him to take the kids?
I don't want him to take. I just need a break to help me. He doesn't at all. Maybe come and take them every weekend. He says, oh, I live far away, you have to bring them. Why is that my fault? How is that my fault, Ollah, that you moved away from your kids? I don't know. I just hope one day someone can tell him, Kuti, it's not my fault that he moved to Manchester and I'm in Essex, and then it has to be my fault for that. You made that decision. I can't bring a man in the house and then complain when he rapes my daughter. No, I brought the man in the house. That's all. There's no excuses. I'm living every day with the situation. Why can't he live with it?
Yeah, it's tough, my sister. I'm so touched, by the way. That story really touched me. Yeah, but it is what it is. You have to pray about it. I like the fact that you said you're going to church and also maybe seek counseling as well. You have to constantly visit counselors and get help, because what you're going through is something that people might judge from a distance. But if you're in that situation, you really understand that, it's tough. It's not easy. It's not an easy road at all. Thank you so much, Memo, for coming.
Thank you for letting me come, Ollah. It's my second time as well. Please look for those people that are trying to come out.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah.
You are really helping us.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, maybe one
Yes.
people, we are trying to come out.
Mm-hmm.
We really, personally, me, I love you.
Yeah.
And I am always thinking about you because
Mm-hmm.
the story said,
Mm-hmm.
remember,
Exactly.
you are doing so well,
Mm-hmm.
so well. And thank you for allowing me to come here. No prize, no what.
Yeah.
You always change your rota for me. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you for Aisha. You're such a beautiful person. She's so kind.
Yeah.
She's so accommodating.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. To our viewers, I hope you have heard the story, a sad story from Memo and what she went through, what she's going through. That could be you. Don't judge. Let's not judge. I've learned something from Memo. People are going through the most out there. Men, let's also take responsibility. Unopoa mwana ane albinism, unopoa mwana akaremara, unopoa mwana ozoremara, unopoa mwana ane condition, whatever condition ya ari. But I have noticed and I've seen women going through these challenges alone. Yet mwana takaita tesi baba na mai. Be there as a man, be there as a husband, even though might have separate ways in terms of a relationship, love-wise. But for the kids, the love mustn't die till they die. That's what I think. Thank you so much for watching.